Released in 2013 and directed by Todd Phillips, The Hangover Part III marks the conclusion of the trilogy, shifting away from the blackout mystery format into a more crime-driven story. This final chapter follows the Wolfpack as they become entangled with dangerous criminals, forcing them to confront the consequences of their past chaos. Bradley Cooper returns as Phil, taking on a more serious leadership role as the group's situation becomes increasingly dangerous. Zach Galifianakis again plays Alan, whose unpredictable behavior remains central, though the tone around him is more controlled compared to earlier films. Ed Helms returns as Stu, continuing his role as the anxious, reluctant participant caught in escalating chaos. Justin Bartha once again plays Doug, though his role is more limited as the story focuses on resolving broader narrative threads. Todd Phillips shifts the franchise tone significantly, moving away from pure comedy into a darker crime-comedy hybrid. The film has a more structured narrative, focusing on action, pursuit, and consequence rather than the what happened last night mystery format. Visually and tonally, it feels more grounded and serious, with fewer improvisational comedic sequences than previous entries. The story follows the Wolfpack as they are forced to recover stolen gold and deal with dangerous criminal figures tied to Mr. Chow's chaos. Strengths include a more cohesive storyline, stronger narrative closure for certain character arcs, and a willingness to change the formula rather than repeat it again. The film also gives Alan a more defined emotional arc, showing glimpses of growth beneath his eccentric behavior. Weaknesses include a noticeable reduction in comedy compared to earlier entries, which may disappoint fans expecting the same tone as the first two films. The darker direction also dilutes the original identity of the series. Where the film could have improved was with a better balance between comedy and crime thriller elements could have preserved the franchise's comedic identity. Additionally, more focus on ensemble chemistry would have helped maintain the group dynamic that defined the earlier films. The Hangover Part III received mixed reactions, with audiences divided over its tonal shift. While some appreciated the attempt to conclude the trilogy with higher stakes and narrative closure, others missed the comedic structure that made the original film successful. It ultimately stands as a divisive but definitive end to the franchise. Film rating 6 out of 10. A bold but uneven conclusion that prioritizes story resolution over comedy, resulting in a film that feels more complete but less entertaining than its predecessors. Final thoughts. The Hangover. Part 3 shows that every wild story eventually has to come to an end, even if the final chapter feels more like a farewell than a party. Like and subscribe, because every night out eventually becomes a memory or a mistake.
You want me, baby, let